Relevance. This is the Department of Education's current slogan for teaching. In the 21st century, teaching needs to be relevant, and in order to become relevant, what is taught needs to be demonstrated. It is in this perspective that the partnership forged between the DepEd Bayoan City Division and the local government unit of Bayoan became even stronger in the last 4 years in terms of changing the behavior of school children in terms of waste management. The search for the most innovative school in the implementation of school-based solid waste management initiates started as an idea brought forth by the former school division superintendent of the Department of Education, Division of Bayoan City, Mrs. Ofelia R. Hermosa, who was then an active member of the Pollution and Waste Management Board. To show respect to the LGU's campaign for the sound waste management at source, the school's division superintendent launched in 2014 the program which promoted avoidance the use of plastics as packaging materials in the school canteens, along with the policy to regulate the selling of junk foods. Since the undertaking was received well by the school's division superintendent requested the board to design a scheme that would recognize schools that have performed well in terms of avoidance of the use of plastics in school canteens. Mrs. Hermosa's idea earned a nod on the board. Thus, the first search for the most innovative school in the implementation of school-based solid waste management began in the third quarter of 2014. Guidelines and criteria of the competition were formulated based on how schools carried out its campaign to reduce plastic to use together with all other components that will promote sound waste management practices such as waste segregation, information dissemination, recycling and reuse of school-based enforcement of waste management policies. Why is this glamour for waste management? Is this even necessary? Figures shows that the population of Bayoan City has considerable increase since 1903. Most importantly, urbanization slowly crawled into the Bayoan City's landscape. This means that if left unchecked, population increase and urbanization will stimulate the generation of tons and tons of uncontrolled garbage, and this is happening right now in the highly urbanized area. Fortunately, in 2001, the Republic Act 9003, or the Integrated Solid Waste Management Act, became a law, which requires all government units in the country to plan and implement proper waste management practices in their areas of jurisdiction. For other LGUs, the law came too late, as the population is already out of control. These wastes are no longer manageable. In Bayoan, however, the law just came at the right time, when she was still on its infancy stage of being a city at the time, when population is still manageable and urbanization has not yet ruined the city's natural landscape. The law is a gift that needs to be nurtured, because it became at that time when everything is not yet too late. Thus, with the Republic Act 9003, further strengthened the Local Ordinance No. 623 Series of 2005, together with the Republic Act 9512, or the Environmental Awareness and Education Act of 2008, the local government unit of Bayoan has forged with its meaningful partnership with the Department of Education, Bayoan City Division. The local government unit deemed its most ideal partner with an institution whose primary responsibility is not just to impart knowledge upon the youth, but also to mold them with the right values so that they become better Bayoanans who desire for the community that is clean, healthy, and livable. The search is designed to increase awareness among Bayoanans on proper waste management. Now on its fourth year, the competition has 3 rounds of evaluation. The first round, includes evaluation of all schools covered by the LGU's garbage collection services, from which 20 schools were carefully selected to advance to the second round. Of the 20 schools, only 9 shall be selected for the final round of evaluation. The first evaluation was a challenge, as a number of schools have increased due to expansion of coverage of the LGU's garbage collection services has already included the barangays of Bugay, Kalamtukan, Manduao, Nara, San Isidro, San Jose, and Villasol. The evaluation noted a significant improvement compared with the previous evaluation. Worthy to mention is Banay-Banay High School, who has finally ended up its dumping practice and started to promote waste segregation on its real sense. However, some other schools are not yet addressed to this issue, worsened by the improper disposal of residual waste due for collection. It is being emphasized that the residual waste due for collection should be safely placed inside the sacks to facilitate collection and prevention from unnecessary spillage. Another major transformation is observed in Bayawan City East Central School. The school, which was considered to be very difficult to manage because of its large population, area, and number of structure in the last 3 years, is now finally compliant with the basic requirements of the solid waste management. Evaluation during the second round proved to be even more exciting as it's focused on a school who has already implemented the basic requirements of sound waste management. Evaluators during this round, Engineer Preciosa Maturan, Mr. Josam Tanasan, and Mr. Jomar Crisostomo really worked cautiously to come up with a result that is strictly based on how the school fared. 20 schools evaluated during this round were Antonio Lacson Memorial Elementary School, Banay-Banay Elementary School, Banga Central School, Bayawan City East Central School, Bayawan National High School, Bayawan City Science and Technology Education Center Elementary, Bayawan City Science, Technology and Education Center High School, Buli-Buli Elementary School, Kansig-Id Elementary School, Dawis Elementary School, Dean Felix Gaudiel Memorial Elementary School, Kalukmuyan High School, Manduao Elementary School, Minaba High School, Nangka Elementary School, San Miguel Elementary School, San Roque Elementary School, Tabuan Elementary School, Tayawan Elementary School, and Villarreal Elementary School. After the second round, 9 schools were identified to advance the final round of evaluation. These are Banay-Banay Elementary School, Banga Central School, Bayawan East Central School for Big School Elementary category, Kansig-Id Elementary School, San Roque Elementary School, and Villarreal Elementary School for High School Elementary category. For Small School Elementary category, and Bayawan City Science and Technology Education Center High School, Kalumbuyan High School, and Minaba High School for High School category. The final selection was more strict as the final evaluators were the supervisor and head of offices of the concerned LGU department and DepEd Bayawan City. The evaluators are Mr. Joel Baterna, the City Environment and Natural Resources Officer, who is also the chairman of the evaluation committee, Engineer Wilfredo Tuale, the City General Services Officer, and Mrs. Marites Magdasal and Mr. Paterno Luping, both from DepEd Education Program Supervisors. The first placers are Banay-Banay Elementary School for the Big School category, San Roque Elementary School for Small School category, and Minaba High School for High School category. Second placers are Banga Central School for Big School Elementary category, Villarreal Elementary School for Small School category, and Bayawan City Science, Technology and Education Center High School for High School category. Bayawan East Central School for Big School category, Kansigid Elementary School for small school category and Kalumbuyan High School for high school category were identified as the third place winners. Consolation prizes goes to Bayawan National High School, Bayawan City Science Technology Education Center Elementary, Buli-Buli Elementary School, Dawis Elementary School, Dean Felix Gaudiel Memorial Elementary School, Nangka Elementary School, San Miguel Elementary School, Tabuan Elementary School, and Taiwan Elementary School. Special award for the most promising SWM Implementer Elementary School goes to Manduao Elementary School, while the most promising Implementer High School is Antonio Lacson Memorial High School. The Ford search for the most innovative school in the implementation of school-based solid waste management was a success. In the pursuit of excellence in waste management for better quality of living, the local government unit of Bayawan City and the Department of Education Bayawan City Division wish you for more years and fruitful and meaningful partnership. Ibayaw, Bayawan.